So these are the 6 blades they dropped off. As you can see, they're pretty loaded with grass. So we want to get all of that off, because after they're sharpened, I put them on the balancer, and with all that grass on there, you're not going to get a true balance on that blade. And if, as you guys probably already know, that if the blades aren't balanced, it plays hell with the bearings, and that's a pretty expensive fix if you got to rip them out and put new bearings on the mower. So what we do here, like I said, we're going to bring them over to here. I'm going to place them or clean them right here on the wire wheel. And then from there, we'll balance them right on the Magnum-matic. Now this thing here is extremely accurate. There's a couple ways to check on this. You use this portion here, and this here, make sure when you put it up on here and it spins that the blades aren't warped or twisted. I usually do that after I clean them off, before I sharpen them, because if the blade is, has a real bad bend in it, I want to let the customer know that, so they don't have to, they can go replace it. We're not going to sharpen something and put a bad bent blade back onto their mower. This thing is really, like I said, accurate, and I'll show you how that works as we move a little bit further. I'm not going to bore you showing you the whole process of cleaning these things off with the wire wheel. I'll just do a little bit of it, especially for people that maybe haven't done it before, so they can kind of see what it looks like. And again, on that note, for people that haven't done it before, I would recommend wearing like a face mask, a pair of gloves, and some eye protection. I'm not a safety Sally guy by no means, and I'm not preaching anybody. You do what you're comfortable with, but you almost can kind of taste some of that stuff coming off, so I'm sure it's getting into your lungs if you don't wear something. And more importantly, those little wires that are in that wheel flying off like that, I've had them stuck in my face and my neck, my arms, stuff like that. And again, that's no big deal, but if you got one in your eye, it could be probably a real horror show. So I would recommend, just one of these face masks here, or with the protectors, a pair of gloves, and some safety glasses, and you should be good to go. All right, thanks.